As we said at the top of the show, your organization received the BBB
Yes.
Torch Award this year. Tell me what it means to you, what it means to the Ross family, what it means to your employees.
If I step back to a statement I made earlier about the perception of car salesmen, and then we receive an award like this, you know, the first thing you think of is pride, honor. Hey, we're finally getting the recognition that we deserve because we're not like that. And when that was announced at the dealership, it spread through that store like wildfire. Everybody, you know, they're walking around with their chests out. They're like, hey, you know, we're somebody now, you know, and it's due to a lot of dedicated, diligent employees that have made it possible. It's not me that made it possible, and it's not Janelle that made it possible, but it's the entire organization that makes it possible. And just a lot of pride. I'm like, wow, you know, a car dealer? This is great. Yeah.
It was certainly a very emotional night for
Oh, it was.
all of us, but especially Janelle
Yes, it was.
receiving that award. She was very gracious in her acceptance speech, but you could certainly tell that her parents were on her mind, and the legacy that she continues to this day.
Yeah, she's very compassionate about the dealership, and you know, I got to tell you. Can I tell you a story? We got time?
Sure.
When Janelle first took over the dealership after her father passed as the dealer principal, I've been in the car business for a while. At the time, I was a used car manager. I wasn't the general manager. She calls me up one day and she's like, "Butch, can I borrow a car for the day?"
Wow.
And I said, "Janelle, you own them all." And it just shocked me because I'd never had a dealer do that.
Right,
Can I borrow
right.
one of my own cars?
Right.
And you know what? She's still like that.
Yeah.
You know, she's still like that.
Yeah.
And that's what's so unique and great about working with her in that store.
Yeah.
Is she's hands-on. She's there every day. She's in the trenches, if you will. And she's just a great individual. She really is.
That's awesome. Some of the weather's been challenging for this
Very.
area and for you. You want to talk just briefly about some of the damage that you all saw from the hailstorm we had a few months back?
Well, I got a lot of calls from people saying, "Oh, did you have issues with hail?" And I said, "Not really. It's just our Buicks, GMCs, and Mercedes now have a new texture to them."
There you go.
But yes, we unfortunately 280 cars were affected by it. What can I say? You know, it is what it is.
That's right.
Employees, this is what's so funny. Employees were scrambling, and they're running out on the lot during the hailstorm to try to get a car inside, which is too late by that point. You know, and the way I looked at that, it's a car. They're somewhat risking themselves. I mean, I didn't want to be out in a hailstorm, but these people were doing it, you know. But yes, we had 280 vehicles affected. Some of the building had some issues, and we're getting through that. You know what's ironic is a lot of consumers right now, we've been offering $4,000 discounts if they purchase the vehicle, you know, the way it is, along with any incentives or rebates from the manufacturers and all that. And we've sold probably 35–40% of them. Again, a state of mind, a good deal.
That's right.
You know?
Right. Well, Butch sets them up, Jonathan. Set you up, and now all you got to do is hit it out of the park. This is Jonathan Zimmerman, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the history of Buckner and Associates, and then some of this other stuff that Butch was talking about.
Sure. Buckner and Associates was founded in 1955 by my grandfather, so we're a third-generation agency. He was actually working full-time at Delco Moraine at the time, and ran the office originally out of the back bedroom of his house. And a lot of our customers are GM retirees because of that. He would go at the end of the shift and stand outside the gates, talk to everyone coming in, exiting, and so that's how we got started. We were originally a nationwide agency and decided to become an independent to kind of keep the customer service that we demanded, the option to choose between the companies instead of just having one select price. In 1977, we moved to our current location on Miamisburg Centerville Road, and that's where we are today.
All right, well, tell us about the array of services that you offer in the insurance industry.
Butch kind of alluded to it earlier as him being a one-stop shop. We are as well. We offer auto, home, life, health, business insurance, as well as excess markets. If you can insure it, we can write it. We have a home or a company for everyone. We have 12 main companies to choose and select from. So wide array of options for our clients.
Okay. Well, here's a question of particular interest to me right now. I've got a 15-and-a-half-year-old, and we're trying to schedule time because he's football. He's at Fairmont. I know you're you're on the varsity coaching team of Centerville. So we're looking to get his license, and so I've got to do some insurance planning for him as well. What are some words of wisdom that you have? Not just for the 16-year-old about to get a license, but in general when you're looking for insurance?
For a 16-year-old, find something you don't care too much about. Really, liability on any vehicle of any kind will be the same price for him. But for someone just calling in for a quote, there are some things that will help us be more specific as far as like having your VIN number. Just a slight variation in a model from an LT to an LTZ on a Chevy Tahoe will make a drastic difference in your pricing. So that VIN number helps identify exactly what car you have. Having your driver's license, date of birth for all drivers in the household, not just yourself, the kids, concerning the kids whether they have a good student discount. That can be a 3.0 in the last quarter or 3.0 overall. So they had a bad quarter, we aren't going to penalize them too bad as long as that 3.0 is still there.
I think you got a 3.0 last quarter.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
we better hurry up.
There you go.
Rush over there.
And then if you're shopping for compared to what you have versus what another policy would cost, knowing your limits of liability and deductibles, whether you have towing, roadside assistance, all those things will help a great deal when you call in.
Okay. What about scams in your industry?
I wouldn't say there's scams. Kind of the same deal. What goes on with the warranty situation is you'll receive mailers. I often receive 3 from the same company, same week, offering different prices. What these are best case scenarios. They may know your car from a public record standpoint. They don't know the drivers in the household. They don't know your deductibles, your driving record, your credit history. So they have a price, an unbelievable price listed on the page. When you call in to find out, I want to get this policy, oftentimes it'll triple on you. Just they don't have those facts available to you. A lot of them are the 800 numbers you see televised. And those people often don't have your best interests. When you have a wreck, your local agent's going to be able to take care of you. Much better than those mailers and companies offering those low prices.
Okay. Your company is BBB accredited.
Yes, we are.
Can you tell us what that means to you?
I believe the BBB motto starts with trust, and that's a big thing for us in our industry. Being a trustworthy business, knowing that we stand behind your accredited credentials and knowing what you guys stand for, and our track record's there for everyone to verify. If we had complaint issues, how long we've been in business, everything's right there for them to take a look at. And just the name recognition to go along with an outstanding institution like the BBB goes a long way in our business.
All right. Well, it's great to stand with both you and your organizations for trust and ethics in the community. Your BBB would obviously not exist without the generous support of our accredited businesses. That's how we're able to do all the things that we do in this community to make sure it's a fair and ethical marketplace and consumers can interact in this marketplace and really all across North America with trust. And speaking of which, we have several upcoming events.
We do.
That we are putting out in the next couple of months. You want to share some of those,
Yes, absolutely. We've always got something going on for the community. On the morning of September 20th, we have a Tools for Success Growing Your Business breakfast panel, which will be held at MCL Restaurant and Bakery in Kettering. And that will feature a panel of business women in the area, sharing how they tackle growing their businesses. So, you're more than welcome to come out for that. On the morning of September 28th, we have our 3rd annual breakfast panel with Institute for Business Integrity, which is at Wright State University. And this is a morning breakfast where you can come out and actually learn more about our recent BBB Eclipse Integrity Award winners, and a Torch Award honoree. Bob Ross Buick will be there.
Butch, will that be you, or are you going to send Janelle
You might
to
be
this
assigned
one?
that
Janelle's
day.
definitely going to have to attend this one.
Okay.
And there's a good reason why.
Oh, okay. All right. So come on out and see what that reason why is. And then finally, on October 22nd, we'll have our biannual Secure Your ID Day. That's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at PNC Mortgage in Miamisburg. You can come out and bring up to 5 boxes and bags of your personal documents to be shredded free on the spot. And, it's just a great opportunity to kind of go through your files and personal documents, sensitive information that you don't want to get into the hands of identity thieves. All of that information and more can be found on our website, bbb.org, or by calling 222-5825.
Or we have an 800 number as well.
That's right.
Do you know that off the top of your head?
776-5301.
All right, perfect. Well, Butch, Jonathan, thank you both for being here. That was very informative presentation today. Terene, welcome
It's
back
good to
as
be
well.
back.
And thank you all for tuning in to the BBB Insider. We had a great time here today talking about a very interesting topic, and we hope that you'll stay tuned and visit us again next time at the BBB Insider. Lots of great topics coming up. Do you have any idea of some of the other topics that are coming up here?
Well, I think we're going to be talking about remodeling, roofing, tree services.
Okay.
So maybe some counseling sessions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good.
Fashion, modeling.
All of that stuff,
I
all
don't
in
know.
one show?
We'll see. We can make it happen.
Of course we can.
We've got such a wide array of industries that are represented by the BBB. So.
Right, okay. I think they're running out of film,
We can-
actually, so I think we can start to wrap up.
30 seconds.
Thank you all for visiting with us today, and we hope to see you next time. I'm John North for Terene Chatfield with your Better Business Bureau.